William Whalen here for GetMoreSports.com, and we're looking at the Big East, in particular Villanova. Villanova came into the season unquestionably as the conference favorite. We weren't really sure how this conference would shake out with the likes of Providence and Xavier, of course, even Butler. We knew they'd be in the picture. Now, we've talked about this lately as well. Villanova obviously has kind of rallied things after a couple early losses. Obviously, they were dominated against Oklahoma, really made to look quite silly. They go on the road. They're never quite there with Virginia. The final score wasn't suggesting a dominant effort by the Cavaliers, but it was in all actuality. And so we started to look elsewhere for the Big East favorite. We looked at Xavier, who had worked their way into the top 10. We looked at Providence, who had worked their way at one time or another into the top 10. We looked at Butler, who at one time or another had worked themselves into the top 10. And we kept looking away from Villanova. Yet all they've done is continued to win. Ever since that loss to Virginia, they have yet to lose again. And they have two dominating efforts over Xavier and now a 5-point road win over Butler, where really I think you kind of learned what this team is all about this year. They're not the same run and gun team of Jay Wright's past in Philadelphia. They are known as having heavy guard play and being a spread them out, shoot them out type of team, but this is not this year's identity. They're a defensive group. They're a rebounding group, a really good rebounding team, something that really goes beyond noticing most of the time when you talk about them. Defensively, they're one of the top three-point defending teams in the country. They're one of the top field goal defending teams in the country, and they are one of the top points per game teams in the country, all on defense. This team's complete calling card. And it's not necessarily a hallmark of Villanova basketball, but we need to get used to it being this year's calling card because they are one of the best defensive teams in the country. And what do we know? What's the old adage about defense? It's that it travels. They've already gotten one road win out of the way at Butler. They still have to travel to Providence and to Xavier. But ultimately, when you set yourself up with a road win over Butler, a home win over Xavier already, they've got Providence coming to their building shortly. That's the kind of slate that you set yourself up for success in, and that's how you separate yourself from the rest of the conference, and that's why Xavier, Providence, Butler have all fallen behind Villanova in the standings, and Villanova has clearly set themselves up as the top dog right now and the team to beat in the Big East.